Friends, very good evening. I, Chartered Accountant Pratik Neve, welcome you to CS Professional Tax December 2022 batch. Yes, we have already done 8 sessions in this batch. When? Yes, till 2nd of November. Okay, we have already covered 8 sessions in this batch which were of theory topics. Yes, and from today we are starting the 9th session. Okay, from 24th November till 1st December we are going to cover all sessions on numerical topics of GST as well as customs and income tax. Are you all set for this batch? Please let me know in the chat window, and I'll be more than happy if you keep your videos on throughout this batch so that I know my audience. I know whether my audience is understanding me or not. I'll be more than happy if all of you come in the classroom mode. Very good, wonderful. So friends, all of you know the schedule of the batch. So if you want, I can again open once the schedule of the batch and explain you how we are going to go about it. As you can see, this is the check CS Professional Revision batch. This is the schedule of the batch. Let's see, hope it opens. It was not opening in the morning. Okay, anyways, on WhatsApp group I have already sent you the schedule. You all know agenda for today. Agenda for today is valuation under GST. So let's do that valuation. Of course, on day-to-day basis we will be uploading the session on the app, as you all know. So in case you miss the session, you have app as a backup. But my humble request would be watch live only to the extent possible. Okay, this time every time in revision batch, okay, we don't have tables and charts in front of us, but this time this revision batch will be accompanied by tables and charts. So you will get opportunity of understanding particular topic with help of tables and charts. Okay, so I hope this is visible. We are doing section 15 of valuation. Okay, my request would be to focus 110% on the topic for the day. Okay, it's very easy for students to get diverted. Okay, syllabus is so vast, so you might get diverted. Okay, we are dedicating 3 hours for valuation. Okay, we could have done this, we could have done that. No, don't divert your mind like that. Okay, because if you observe our inclusions in the what you can say content and inclusions in the revision batch, you will understand that we are going to cover almost every topic. First 8 sessions plus these sessions, we are going to cover almost every topic. So if you get crux of every topic, if you apply it well, if you are in a present, if you apply every topic well, then your 60 plus marks are secured in tax. For example, today's topic that we are doing, valuation, it has weightage of 5 to 10 marks. So believe me friends, 5 to 10 marks is not small in CS Professional, isn't it? You agree with me? 5 to 10 is a considerably wonderful score. Okay, wonderful score in the sense wonderful weightage, I would say, to a topic. Okay, for example, tomorrow we are doing scope of supply and exemptions, that has got weightage of 10 marks. Okay, so by tomorrow's day end, cumulatively you would have done something of 15 to 20 marks. Okay, so always be in present, try to understand each and every topic in depth. Okay, get your doubts clarified. Either you study that session, the topic before session or after session. So do it self study. This is standing instruction for all of you. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Yes, very good. So friends, I'll be keeping on motivating you, keeping on pushing you, because I want you all to achieve your dreams. On coming 25th February, you should give me a happy call, okay, that yes, we have achieved our aim, whatever modules you are giving. If it's the last stage of being a company secretary, yes, then you should tell me that yes sir, we are CS. That is my ultimate dream, to see you company secretary. Yes. So friends, let's not waste time. Let's start section 15. So section 15 is very critical section. It talks about valuation under GST. Section 15 has got 5 subsections. You can see here on the screen as well. There are 5 subsections. Subsection 1, assessable value, they say, is transaction value. Transaction value means nothing but price actually paid or payable for supply of goods or services, or both. So actual price at which transaction is taking place, that price is called as assessable value. I am selling this product to you at 10,000, so 10,000 becomes assessable value. As simple as that. Okay. There are 2 conditions to be satisfied to take this assessable value as transaction value. Condition number 1, supplier and recipient of supply should not be related to each other. And condition number 2, price should be the sole consideration. Sole means only consideration for the supply. Okay. Now subsection 2, government should tell you that what this transaction value should include. So what are they saying? That transaction value should include 5 things. 1, taxes other than GST. 2, some amounts which are spent by customer, that is recipient of supply, but on behalf of supplier. 3rd, incidental expenses like packing cost, transport cost, insurance, such things. Then friends, interest, late fees, penalty, etc. for delay in payment. And lastly, very important point, which most of the times they are going to ask you in the exam, subsidies. Which subsidies? Those subsidies which are linked to the price of the goods but other than central and state government subsidies. Means if it is a NGO subsidy or charitable trust subsidy, you will include it. If it is a central government subsidy or state government subsidy, you will exclude it. Meaning to say, what happens is, if I tell you that 1 lakh rupees is price after NGO subsidy, and NGO subsidy is 20,000, then what is the assessable value? Then assessable value is 1 lakh plus 20,000, 1 lakh 20,000. See, some of you started the confusion here by saying 1 lakh. No, it will be 1 lakh 20,000 because given price is after subsidy. Okay, I am going to show you the example as well. If I tell you 1 lakh is after subsidy and NGO subsidy was 20,000, means I should get the price including subsidy, which should be 1 lakh plus 20,000. Okay, please understand this point very systematically. To whatever batches I have taught, students do make mistake in this subsidies point. Mistake in the sense they are confused with subsidies point, unnecessary. Now talking about discount, which is an exclusion. Okay, to exclude discount, the discount should be given before or at the time of supply, or it could also be given after supply. Which of the discount given before supply will be excluded? the one which is recorded in the invoice. Okay, the discount which is given after supply, for that to be excluded, some conditions are to be satisfied. Okay, that it should be as per the terms of supply, it should be relatable to the invoice, and most important condition, input tax credit which is attributable to the discount should be reversed by recipient of supply. Okay, when supplier has given discount and excluded from the value, means value has gone down. Value has gone down means GST has gone down, means output tax has gone down. So the customer, that is recipient of supply, should reduce the ITC. Agreed? Very good. On document, credit note. On basis of document, credit note. Wonderful. And subsection 4, when AV cannot be directly taken as TV, means when assessable value cannot be directly taken as transaction value, then do the valuation as per CGST rules. Okay, that is rule number 27 to rule number 35. Are we going to revise rules also today? Answer is obviously yes. That's why we are needing whole 3 hours. And mind you friends, best part is with numbers. Okay, it's not that I am going to tell you the story and tell you bye bye. No, with numbers we are going to revise. My only request to new students means who have not done main batch, can you just tell me in the chat window who are such students who have not done main batch and only doing revision batch? From me I am saying only revision batch. Okay, 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 3 of you I can see, 4 of you, 5, 6. Now my request to you is very simple. Whatever sums I discuss with you, okay, you should solve them in your notebook. Okay, in this revision batch you will understand them, and as a homework you will compulsorily solve it in the notebook. That only that and that guarantees you desired marks. The marks which I desire for you are 60 plus, and that is guaranteed only when these sums are there in your notebook, which we are going to discuss. Right? Agreed? Promise? Okay. And finally, subsection 5, in few cases government will prescribe how to do valuation. Basically, in some notified cases government will prescribe how to do the valuation. That is your section 15 subsection 5. This completes your entire section 15. Now friends, we will do some examples on this section 15 which we have covered just now. Okay, before going to rules, we will cover questions on section 15. Check. Okay, I have numbered it as session 9. Don't worry, today's session. See this. Okay, suppose a movie ticket's base price is 100 rupees. You tell me what will happen. Base price of movie ticket is 100. Entertainment tax is 10% and GST is 18%. Then what should be the assessable value? And finally the ticket price. So 100 rupees is the ticket price inclusive of all taxes. We have just now seen that assessable value or transaction value should include any taxes other than GST. So please add entertainment tax and assessable value will actually be 110. Now on 110 you will charge GST at 18%, which will be 19.8, and finally your assessable value, ticket price will be 129.8. Agreed? Now comes a point that a PCS, a practicing company secretary, charges 59,000 rupees including GST of 18%. So what's the assessable value? So 59,000 is equal to 118, because you have to exclude GST. Okay, calculate that GST element and exclude it. GST element will be 9,000 and finally your assessable value will be 50,000. Agreed? All of you? Okay. Then friends, any expenses, okay, for this, see the example. Mr. X purchased washing machine from ABC and Electronic Items Company for 35,000 inclusive of transport cost plus GST. Plus GST means GST is separately charged. Okay. Supplier transported said washing machine via transport company to Mr. X. Now supplier asked Mr. X to pay 2,000 to transport company, which Mr. X paid. Means Mr. X paid from his pocket 2,000 extra. Do you agree? That 2,000, do you agree, is paid on behalf of ABC and Electronic Items Company? Yes. So assessable value will be 37,000 because 2,000 is incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. Agreed? Wonderful, wonderful. All of you clear? Yes. Chalo, let's go ahead. Element and company purchase machine from XYZ company for 50,000 being the base price of machine. Over and above that, following amounts were recovered from buyer. What have you recovered from buyer? Weighing charges, insurance charges, transport charges, installation charges, and compulsory warranty charges. What should be done with these items? Include this or exclude this? What do you think? Include. And you know that they are currently not forming part of 50,000. So what will you do? You will add them. So try adding them and check what is the assessable value. The assessable value comes to 89,500. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Understood, no? So these examples are put so that every concept you understand systematically. Yes. Mr. Vivek sold goods to Mrs. Jyoti for 1 lakh. On 10th November 21, Mrs. Jyoti made a delay in payment for these goods. Therefore, Mr. Vivek charged interest of 4,000. Agreed? Mrs. Jyoti paid 1,04,000 on 3rd Feb 2022. So what is the assessable value now? Assessable value is no longer only 1 lakh. Assessable value becomes 1 lakh plus 4,000. Agreed? 1 lakh 4,000. Wonderful. Clear? Now comes the point of subsidy. Dear friends, understand this subsidies point again properly with the help of this example. Tata sells electric vehicle for 10 lakhs. There is a central government subsidy on the same of 2 lakhs. and even NGO has given subsidy of 1 lakh. Okay, so what will happen finally when Tata Motors is selling this to end customer? It will be sold at 7 lakh. Do you agree? Because out of 10 lakh, 3 lakh rupees is different subsidies. So from customer, they will recover 7 lakh. Agreed? In your exam, if 7 lakh is the amount given after government subsidy and NGO subsidy, what will you do to get assessable value? You will have to include government subsidy, isn't it? Sorry, include NGO subsidy. Very good, very good. You'll have to include NGO subsidy and neglect government subsidy. Do you agree? So in 7 lakh, you add 1 lakh. Yes, and you will get 8 lakh as assessable value. Agreed? Usually, if nothing is given in question, assumption is that given price is after subsidies. So given price is like 7 lakh rupees. Do you all agree with me? Wonderful, wonderful. Alternatively, what is the price before subsidy? 10 lakhs. So how will you arrive at assessable value? By excluding government subsidy of 2 lakhs. Wonderful. And your value will finally be 8 lakhs. Agreed? So please answer my questions. How much are we recovering from customer? We are actually recovering from customer only 7 lakh rupees. Very good. But we are recovering from customer GST on how much? We are recovering from customer GST on rupees 8 lakhs. Wonderful. That is the clarity I want from you. Is it clear? Is it effective? Are you understanding it? Wonderful, wonderful. Very good. Let's go ahead now. Let's go ahead, discuss discount examples. With accounting entries I have given you here, you can go through that. And now we can go through few exam questions or like exam questions. Okay, we can go to some like exam like questions. And if you want extra questions, you can find them in the mock test papers. I have yesterday sent you mock test papers, so you can use it for your extra questions. Okay, let's solve question number 1 on page 64. On page 64, first question. From following information, determine value of taxable supply as per provisions of section 15 of CGST Act. Okay, contracted value of supply of goods is 11 lakh. Can you see 11 lakh? How is 11 lakh? It's including GST at 18%. But this 11 lakh includes the following: cost of primary packing. Should it be included or excluded? Cost of primary packing should be included. Is it already included? Yes. So don't do anything. What about cost of protective packing? Is it included? Yes. Don't do anything. It should be included. Design and engineering charges. What to do with that? It is also inclusion. Don't do anything. Other information. Commission paid to agent by recipient on instruction of supplier. What should you do with commission paid to agent by recipient on instruction of supplier? You should add. Why you should add? you should add because it is an inclusion, but it is not forming part of that 11 lakhs. And what you should do with VAT and insurance charges, they also should be included, so please add that as well. So can you tell me finally what is the subtotal that you are getting? In 11 lakhs, you please add 5,000 and 75,000. You will get 11 lakh 80,000. But what I would like to tell you is 11 lakh 80,000 is inclusive of GST. So your final answer will be 10 lakh rupees, because 11 lakh 80,000 was equal to 118. So 100 is how much, or if you calculate 18 is how much, then that GST amount you should exclude from 11 lakh 80,000. Agreed? Wonderful, wonderful. All of you could recollect. And friends, writing notes is a compulsion. Writing notes is a compulsion. So many students ask me, should we write the notes in the exam also? Answer is obviously yes. Okay. Chalo. Shall we go ahead? Did you understand, all of you? Any doubt? Now, why did we not take 11 lakh as 118? Because it was given that 11 lakh is including GST. So why we not take 11 lakh is equal to 118, but 1180 is equal to 118? Because what this sentence, including GST at 18%, what this statement suggests me is that whatever amounts are recovered, they are assumed to be including GST. Getting it? And do you agree that only 11 lakh is not recovered? Apart from 11 lakh, even 80,000 is recovered. Yes or no? So indirectly 80,000 is also recovered, na? So whole 11 lakh 80,000 is presumed to be including GST. Do you agree? Yes, no? What I told you just now, I hope you understood it. Okay, see next question. Because यही questions है दिमाग में वो सताएंगे, they will trouble you unnecessarily. So I want you to be clear on those things. Check. Let's go ahead. From following information, determine value of taxable supply as per provisions of section 15 of CGST Act. Value of machine is 15 lakhs. Okay. Again, it's including GST at 12%. Invoice value includes the following: taxes other than GST. What should you do with taxes other than GST? Include or exclude? Include. Payment and loading charges? Include. Consultancy charges? Include. Testing charges? Include. Inspection charges? Include. My question to you is, what should you do now currently? 15 lakh, the invoice value includes the following. So nothing, it's already included. Wonderful. Very good answers, Anisha and Anand and Ulka and even Kalpik. Very good. What is to be done with subsidy received from central government for setting up factory in backward region? Nothing. Very good, because price is presumed to be after subsidies and central government subsidy is supposed to be excluded. And subsidy received from third party for timely supply of machine. Third party subsidy means NGO subsidy will be included, so please add it. So 15 lakh 50,000 what will you do with finally trade discount? Trade discount you will exclude, so please minus it and tell me what is your what value before GST. Why before GST? Because value of machine given is including GST at 12%. It is 15,26,000. Now friends, what you do is 15,26,000 is equal to 112. Calculate what is 12. 15,26,000 is 112. Calculate what is 12. That is GST amount of 1,63,500. Subtract that from 15,26,000 and get your final answer. Your final answer should be 13,62,500. Do you agree with me? Did you all understand? Are we on correct track? Are we all on same page? No, we did not assume that it is including GST. It was given, Karthik, in every question which we did, these two questions, it was given that the price is including GST. Got it? Did you understand what I am trying to tell you? You can refer back to those questions afterwards. In those questions it was given that the price is including GST. Got it? The two questions that are coming up. See Karthik, I explain this always in the main batch. This point, okay, that is for 11 lakhs, that is the base price, but for adjustments. See, when I'm telling you that you can purchase these goods for 100 rupees or 112 rupees, including GST of 12, and suddenly I tell you, pay to my creditor on my behalf 5 rupees. So it is but obvious that on that 5 rupees, GST I will not collect separately. Isn't it? It is but obvious. Because what is my nature of charging you? My nature of charging you is including GST. Isn't it? So obviously, on those amounts which I ask you to pay directly, it is so improbable that I will ask you to pay on that GST separately to me. It is improbable. So I would say that's a presumption, not assumption, but presumption. Means what? If I ask you to calculate tax liability of individual in income tax, then you don't assume that he's a then you don't go ahead and assume that he's a senior citizen. Your normal presumption is what? He's other than senior citizen. Got the point? Very good. Wonderful. Yes, even NGO subsidies, same thing will follow. I hope that point is clear. How do we assess if amounts provided in other information is already considered or not? Anuj, it was given in the question. It will be given in the question specifically that these amounts are considered in the earlier price or not. Okay, Anuj? Like it was clarified in these two questions which we did. Very good. Let's go to this CA final module question which I have typed here already. Read it. SA Limited is manufacturer of biscuits. Price of 200 grams pack of biscuit sold by SA Limited is rupees 30. it has received subsidy of 5 rupees per pack of biscuit sold from NM Limited as part of NM Limited's CSR activity. Okay. SA Limited supplied 1000 packs of biscuits at 25 per pack to one of its wholesaler named MA Private Limited during a tax period. Okay. Loading charges of 1200 have been charged separately. So Anuj, loading charges have been charged separately. Can you see? And loading charges should be included. So what will you do now? You will add. Wonderful, wonderful, very good. My audience is always extraordinary. So what you do now is add this 1200. MA Private Limited delayed the payment of consideration and thus paid 5000 as interest, and no separate amount of GST is paid on the interest. Very critical, huh? Okay. Assume the rate of GST to be 18% and determine value of taxable supply. Now, my question to you is, how many packets we are selling? 1000. So 1000 into 25. 25,000. 25,000 plus subsidy. Will you include subsidy or exclude subsidy? You will include subsidy because it is other than government subsidy. Wonderful. So I will not be surprised if this question itself is asked in exam. This has happened many times that institute asks same question without changing names and figures. So 25,000 plus 5,000, 30,000, 1,200 packing. Very, very, very important point is how much interest will you add? Now, not 5,000. Why not 5,000 entirely? Because of one gimmick. No separate amount of GST is paid on the interest. Means 5,000 is including GST. So 5,000 is equal to, very good Anand, 5,000 is equal to 118. So what is 100? It is 4237. So your accessible value, very good Sushma, or it can be 5,000 minus GST of 763. Wonderful. Check whether you are getting 35,437. Very good. So I hope if this question is clear to you, then entire 15.1, 15.2 and 15.3 should be clear. Wonderful. Very good. Then other questions, those who want they can do it themselves. You can do it yourself, these other questions. Okay, because now it's time when we go to valuation rules. So good 45 minutes we have spent on 15.1, 15.2 and 15.3. I hope it's clear. It's more than a revision, I believe. Please let me know. Are you all comfortable? Very good. Very good. I again request now all of you to please keep your video switched on, because now we are going to valuation rules. It becomes critical for me to see you so that I can judge, at what pace I should go ahead. This is a revision batch. Everything is very discretionary, what pace I should maintain. If I see you, it will be easy for me. Okay, someone's mic is on, so can you please all unmute yourself? Okay, I will check from my end. Mute all. Yes, I have muted everyone. So all will speak to me in the chat window. Okay, very good. Chalo, let's go ahead now, friends. Let's go to valuation rules. Okay. Yes, yes, Ramakrishna Reddy, your point is noted. Okay, chalo, let's go ahead. Valuation rules, friends. Now, see this 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31A, 32. Can you see this? Okay, let's see rule by rule. Let's go to 27. 27 has to be opted when price is not sole consideration. Okay, when to opt 27? When price is not sole consideration. Sole means only. Okay, so what example I had given you? You are going to a shop taking your iPhone 11 and I am the shopkeeper. I am accepting your iPhone 11 and I am giving you iPhone 14. Okay, one of my customer is Anisha. To Anisha I sell for 80,000 rupees, but another customer is Karthik. To Karthik, who is giving me iPhone 11, will I sell for same 80,000? Answer is obviously no. Why answer is obviously no? Simple reason, because price is not the sole consideration. I am getting iPhone 11, correct? I am getting iPhone 11 plus money. So I need not take full 80,000 from him. So price is not sole consideration. Point is, on what amount should I charge GST? Should I charge GST on, suppose from Karthik, I am taking 60,000 rupees plus his old iPhone 11. So obviously assessable value is not 60,000. Is price the sole consideration? No. So I have to go to rule number 27. Rule 27 says assessable value is open market value of such supply. Okay. Open market value of such supply. If open market value is not known, then consideration in money. So from Karthik, I took 60,000 rupees. That is consideration in money. Plus money equivalent of non-monetary consideration. Money equivalent of non-monetary consideration means his iPhone 11's value. If say that is 15,000, then finally assessable value will be 60 plus 15, 75,000. Do you agree? Yes. Wonderful. Friends, but remember one thing. When to go to clause B? So this is clause A, this is clause B. When to go to clause B? When clause A cannot be applied. Yes, very good Pratiksha. In sequence. Yes, yes. तो clause B को प्रतीक्षा करना पड़ेगा अप्लाई करने से पहले. First apply clause A. If no open market value, go to clause B. Now, if B is also not there, go to C. What is C? Like, kind and quality. Okay, means I gave you example of sofa. Furniture shop is there. Okay, sofa is being sold. Now what sofa you are taking is customized sofa. Customized means you told him which ply, which cushion, which color, which fabric, whatever. You told him all the things. So there is no open market value because such sofas are not sold to anyone else. Even B cannot be applied, suppose. So apply C. What is C? Such sofas, similar sofas, are sold to others at what price? That is goods of like kind and quality. Okay. And even if that cannot be done, then go to rule number 30 and 31. What is 30 and 31? 30 and 31 is residual. Okay, very good. Friends, that is your 27. Okay, let's see examples on 27. So कुछ भी हो जाए आपको example करवा के छोड़ने वाला हो. Come what may, we have to see the examples. Then only it makes sense. Go to page number 67. On page 67, first question. Check. Okay, first se acha, I think we will do second. Second is beautiful question. Okay. Mr. S supplied goods X. Yes, Madhu. Clause B you want me to explain. Very good. Be upfront like this, okay, in asking. I'll explain you clause B, Madhu, but with help of this example, okay. इस example के बाद भी समझ में नहीं आए, if you don't understand after this example also, then let me know. ठीक है, आप पे ज़्यादा प्रेशर नहीं हो रहा है ना, बिकॉज रिविजन बैच में तो 3 घंटे बॉम्बार्डिंग हो गए. ठीक है, 3 hours you will be bombarded. There is no other option. ठीक है, हम ऐसा मतलब हंसी मजाक करके बैठेंगे तो वो हो नहीं पाएगा. राइट, 27 to 35 वी हैव टू डू. तो आपको फर्क समझना है तो थोड़ा ठीक है. और मैं जब वो उस भूमिका में चला जाता हूँ तो मैं कोई जोक मारने के मूड में नहीं रहता. ओके, सी, Mr. S supplied goods X to Mr. R for 5 lakh. Okay, excluding taxes. Mr. R also gave some material to Mr. S as consideration for such supply whose value was 20,000. Mr. S supplied same goods to another person at 5,71,200. Mind you, including GST. Determine value of supply. Just tell me, friends, which clause will you apply? A, B, C or D? If you can tell me, wonderful. You will apply A clause. देखो, why you will apply A clause? Because yes, Mr. S supplied same goods to another person at price of 5,71,200. In short, we can find out open market value. हाँ, now see, हाँ, मेरा सवाल कार्तिक ने बहुत अच्छे से आंसर किया. कार्तिक, yes, why are we going to rule number 27? Because we cannot apply 15.1. Why we cannot apply 15.1? Because price is not sole consideration. That's why we are going to 27. Agreed? Yes. And in that 27, clause A, open market value. Can we find open market value? Yes. But we cannot take 571,200 because 571,200 is including GST. Please exclude GST from that. So 571 200 is equal to 112. So what is 100? 5 lakh 10,000 is your final answer. Very good. क्या हम क्रॉस चेक कर सकते हैं? Can we cross check? Yes, 100%. 5 lakh 10,000 is the final answer. ये सब फाइनल लेवल के अच्छे खासे क्वेश्चन है. So will you be able to answer this question? Wonderful. What would your answer be if price of 571 200 is not available at time of supply of goods to Mr. R? Means then go to clause B. Okay, but sorry, what would your answer be in above case if open market value of supply is also not available, but at the time of supply of goods by Mr. S, identical goods have been supplied at 5,25,000 excluding taxes? So point is, check. Now what you'll have to do is you'll have to apply clause B. Yes, clause B में देखो Madhu, you had a problem, right? See, in clause B what you have to do is, supplier has got how much amount in rupees? Supplier has got how much amount in rupees, Madhu? 5 lakh. Yes or no? 5 lakh he has got in money. And how much of goods he has got? Check. He has got consideration 5 lakh. And how much of goods he has got? He has got goods of 20,000. So your final answer will be 5,20,000. Agreed? Madhu, this is your clause B. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. And what will happen if what would be answer in above case if open market value is also not available, but at the time of supply of goods by Mr. S, identical goods have been supplied at 5,25,000. In short, what they want to tell you is that you can neither apply A nor apply B. Then you apply C, and assessable value will be price of goods of like kind and quality. So what's the price of goods of like kind and quality? It's 5,25,000. That's your answer. Did you all understand? Please let me know in the chat window. Wonderful, wonderful, well done, good, fantastic, good. आधे घंटे के बाद after next half hour we'll take break. That's fine, na, with you all. 27 you have understood. Can we go to 28? Good. Let's go to 28. Goods or services or both supplied between distinct or related person other than through an agent. Got it? What is the point? Transaction takes place between related parties or between distinct parties. Distinct means you know, between branches or HO and branch. Yes, that is distinct persons, means they are having same PAN. Okay, so in that case, what's the assessable value? Simple, open market value is the assessable value. If open market value is not available, then yes, value of goods or services of like kind and quality. If neither A nor B, then go to 30-31. समझ में कितना सिंपल है? स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. Okay, either apply open market value or value of goods of same kind and quality, Okay, and lastly, if that is also not possible, 30-31. But एक option है इसमें. What's the option? Option is to make life simple. Okay, if the recipient of supply is further selling such goods, then value could be taken as 90% of price charged by recipient of supply to his unrelated buyer. Okay, so that is the option. Means what? A and B are related to each other. A sends goods to B. You have to do valuation of this. When A sends goods to B, you have to do valuation of this. So you can take either open market value of A selling goods to others, or you can take like kind quality of A selling goods to others, or what you can do? Option, what is the option with you? If B, the recipient, is selling these goods forward to C, D, who are C, D? They are unrelated parties. Then check at what price goods are sold to them. Of that, you take 90% as transaction price between A and B. Okay. Chalo, let's see examples based on this. I hope आपको समझ में आ गया. I hope you understood this in detail. Yes. If yes, go to 9th question, rather 10th question on page 69-70. Is this the question? Yes. See this. Home appliances का question है. Home appliances. Okay. Check. Home Appliances Limited, Faridabad, has 15 agents located across the state of Haryana except Faridabad. Stock of vacuum cleaner is dispatched on just-in-time basis from Home Appliances Limited to location of the agents. ये agent वाला है. This cannot fall here, right? क्यों हो सकता है fall? It will fall in 29. ये यहाँ पे आ ही नहीं सकता. Very good. तो आपको अलग क्वेश्चन लेना पड़ेगा. सेवन लेना आपको. 7 ले लो. Take 7. No issues. Yes, take 7 please. What did I say in Hindi? I did not get what I said in Hindi. I am talking in English only. Nothing substantial you have missed. That much I can tell you. Clear, Swati? I said that we cannot do question number 10 as of now because question 10 relates to rule number 29. That's it. So abandon and do some other question. Okay, do 7th question. GG Limited supplied printers from its establishment located in Maharashtra to its computer manufacturing unit in Rajasthan at 10,000 per unit. So don't you think this is a supply between distinct persons? Who are the distinct persons? Yes, unit in Maharashtra and unit in Rajasthan. Yes, they are distinct persons of same entity, GG Limited. GG Limited supplied such printers during the same period to independent recipient at 14,160 in the market, including GST at 18%. So friends, what we'll have to apply here? We'll have to apply, of course, rule number 28. Which clause? which clause we will have to apply? We can apply A clause. Wonderful. Open market value. But is it directly available? It's not directly available. So please calculate. 14,160 is equal to 118. So what is 100? Is it 12,000? Check. Wonderful. Wonderful. What I want to ask you is, if that Rajasthan's unit was selling the goods further or is selling the goods further, then at optionally how much value you can take? If Rajasthan's unit, yes, very good, 90% of their selling price. That much I wanted to tell you. I hope all of you understood it. Wonderful. Very good. All are good audience. So 27 done, 28 done, 29 now. Goods sold to an agent. Okay. Goods sold to an agent. So directly for OMV, open market value option is given. What option is given? 90%. Okay. 90% of price charged for supply of goods of like kind and quantity by a recipient of supply to its customers. Okay. And if A cannot be followed, go to B. B is 30 or 31. Now, what is exactly happening here? OMV, you understood. Principal is sending goods to agent, but at same time, principal might be selling such goods to others. At what price he is selling to others, that will be called as OMV. Agreed? Yes, no? So OMV or directly 90%. Whatever goods are sent to agent, agent must be selling it further. At what price agent is selling, of that you take 90%. Agreed? See question also on this, Swati. Question on this which we had started doing and then we stopped in between. 10th question. See 10th question. Home Appliances Limited, Faridabad has 15 agents located across state of Haryana except Faridabad. Stock of vacuum cleaners is dispatched on just-in-time basis from Home Appliances Limited to location of the agents based on receipt of orders from various dealers on fortnightly basis. Home Appliances Limited is also engaged in wholesale supply of vacuum cleaners in Faridabad. An agent places an order for dispatch of 20 vacuum cleaners on 10 December 2020. Home Appliances Limited had sold 20 vacuum cleaners to retailers in Faridabad on 8th December for 1,30,000. The agent effects the sale of 20 units to dealer who would effect the sales on MRP basis, that is 7,000 per unit. Okay. Read this question, digest it, see the facts of this question. I have put it here. Can you see? Facts of the question, I have put it here for your easy understanding, especially in the revision batch. For your easy understanding, it's put up here. Home Appliances is a company here. Can I call Home Appliances as principal? Yes. Who is? There is an agent of Home Appliances and then there is a dealer. Principal has dispatched 20 vacuum cleaners to agent. Do you agree? Principal has dispatched 20 vacuum cleaners to agent. Do you agree? Yes. We want to find out value for that 20 vacuum cleaners. Okay. At what price agent is principal is selling to others? Principal is selling to others for 1,30,000. चेक. आपको थोड़ा शांति से क्वेश्चन देखना है, बाकी कुछ नहीं है उसमें. You have to observe the question with patience. That's it. There is nothing much in that. See. Yes, very good. Home Appliances Limited, Faridabad, has 15 agents. Okay. Stock of vacuum cleaners is dispatched on just-in-time basis from home appliances to location of agents based on receipt of orders. That's fine. From dealers on fortnightly basis. Home Appliances Limited is also engaged in wholesale supply of vacuum cleaners in Faridabad. Agent places an order for dispatch of 20 vacuum cleaners on 10 December. Home Appliances Limited means this principal had sold 20 vacuum cleaners to retailer in Faridabad for 1,30,000. So 1,30,000 is open market value, because at that price principal is selling to others. Now what is agent doing? Agent effects the sale. Agent is getting the vacuum cleaners from you and he is effecting the sale at 7,000 per unit. What is 7,000 per unit into 20? 1,40,000. So friends, now you can take accessible value as open market value, that is 1,30,000, or 90% of 1,40,000, that is 1,26,000. Okay, so 1,30,000 or 1,26,000 at your option. So accessible value you can take at your option. Okay, you cannot make a compulsion on him that take whichever is lower. It's nowhere said that. It is said that at the option. Did you all understand? Wonderful, wonderful. Sure? Why? Because this way we cover 27, 28, 29. 30, 31 is residuary for 27, 28, 29. Means if in 27 you cannot follow clause A, B, C, then 30, 31. Same way in 28 and same way in 29. If their clauses cannot be followed, you go to residual. Is it agreed? Did you all understand? Is the batch helping you to recollect all the things? Very good. What I want to ask you is, what is 30? According to 30, you will take cost of the goods and add 10% profit margin. In short, 110% of the cost is accessible value according to rule number 30. And rule 31 says that, what rule 31 says? Best judgment. Best judgment means whatever principles are used in valuation, those principles should be applied. So it's a last resort. Last resort means if you cannot even apply 30, then you go to 31. Agreed? Friends, it's not like this, 27 or 28 or 29. No. 27 is a special case. Price is not sole consideration. 28 is special case. Related parties other than agent. 29 is special case. Between agents, between principal agent. Agreed? So if 27 main clauses cannot be followed, then 30-31. 28 main clauses cannot be followed, 30-31. 29 main clauses cannot be followed, then 30-31. Agreed? Understood? Please let me know in the chat window. Very good, very good. कितने लोग टिके हुए? How many people are still there? 24 of you. Okay. This is a plight, okay? So enthusiastically I am taking revision batch, and 140 have registered and 24 are attending. What is this? When will others attend? Okay. Anyways, what we will do is, you all know we are going to put the recordings. So I think they will watch recordings then. No problem. Is it clear to you till this point, all of you? Yes. Friends, let's go to, in next about 10-12 minutes, let's go to 31A. Okay. Value of supply in case of lottery, betting, gambling, horse racing. Do you know that this lottery, betting, gambling, horse racing, this all is called as what? This all actually, yes, actionable claim. No, it's casual income, agreed. According to Income Tax Act, it is casual income. For GST, it's an actionable claim. So actually, actionable claim is defined as goods. Means this is actually taxable. But actionable claim are kept in negative list. Do you know that? But in negative list, they say actionable claim other than winnings from lottery, betting, gambling. In short, these things are taxable. Do you get it? These things are taxable. Now when these things are taxable, how its valuation will be done? Okay. So for lottery, how it will be done? 100 upon 128 of face value of ticket. Okay, in short, see, it's not 100 by 112, Anisha. It's 100 by 128. Agreed? Got it? So it's 100 by 128. In short, face value of ticket will be assumed to be including GST. Okay. So consider face value of ticket or price notified by organizing state. Organizing state of lottery will notify a price. So face value of ticket or that price, pick up whichever is higher and do the operation of into 100 upon 128 to that. Agreed? I'll give you one example. Suppose 128 rupees. 128 rupees is the face value of a ticket, lottery ticket, and notified value by government is 115. Which one will you pick? You will pick 128. Yes. And how will you find accessible value? 128 into 100 upon 128. So finally, your accessible value will be, yes, 100. Wonderful, wonderful. 100. As simple as that. Very good. Now friends, I hope you have understood 31A as well. Okay, there is no other challenge in 31A. At the most they can ask you issue about lottery. Now after break, what we will do, I'll just tell you. We will do entire 32. Okay. I have also mentioned here what will happen in case of horse racing and all. So it's very straightforward. After the break, we will do entire 32. Okay, 32 is what? 32 is different services. Okay, their valuation is given on optional basis. Which services? It could be foreign exchange service, then air travel agent service, then life insurance service. These are the most important ones. And dealer of second hand goods, how valuation takes place for him. So all these things we'll see in 32. Then we'll go to 33. What is 33? 33, do you remember, is a pure agent. Valuation in case of pure agent. Then 34. What is 34? 34 is, see, 34 so we can revise now also. Rate of exchange of foreign currency while determining assessable value. Means what? Friends, we are taking class on Zoom. So Zoom gives me invoice, but Zoom charges me in dollars because it's a foreign company. Yes or no? Zoom charges me in dollars. For me, it's an import of service. Do you agree? So import of service is taxable, is a supply. Question is how to calculate assessable value. They charge, suppose, $15 per month, 15. Now rate of dollar will fluctuate every day, at least to some extent. Then how much will take as assessable value? What is the rate of exchange will take? That is discussed in 34. So for services, it will be as per GAAP. GAAP means generally accepted accounting principles. Okay, at the time of supply of such service. And for goods, it is according to customs. That is the 34. And what is 35? 35 is what we did some time back. If value is including GST, then how will you calculate the tax amount? If I tell you, friends, 236 is including GST of 18%, then how will you calculate the GST amount? You all know 236 is equal to 118. So 18 is how much? Yes or no? Now that is systematically given in rule number 35. Exactly. That formula is given in rule number 35. That tax amount, that is GST, is equal to value inclusive of taxes multiplied by GST rate upon 100 plus rate of GST. Exactly. So when you are using that principle that GST is to be excluded, then please say in the note that amount of GST you are calculating using rule number 35. It will make really wonderful impression on the examiner. Clear, all of you? Yes, no? Yes, chalo. So friends, it is right now 8:25. I will see you at 8:45. At 8:45 we will resume, and at that time we will complete rule number 32 and 33, and thus whole valuation revision will come to an end. Agreed? Once again I tell all those who are watching and started watching from today, I would like to tell you that there are 8 recorded sessions already on the app for the theoretical topics. Kindly watch them also. Let us aim for 60 plus in tax. Okay, thank you. See you at 8:45. Bye guys.